At the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. Then the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 38, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Dobbins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A first down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
carrier.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Winston. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Schuster.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, McFarland. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. McFarland once more. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I got you, 44. I got you, 44.
Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's McFarland. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll try to get back to the pylon, but he won't get there. He's out of bounds, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action now. Winston. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
After the interception, here's Boykin. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
at this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
1 yard to go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Ravens.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 60, Ravens 6. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A gain of 3, second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Again, it's Hill. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Matabike in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Steelers 78, Ravens 6. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
And for the third time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They go play action. Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Eric.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Hill. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, they run with Hill. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready? Black, can we do that? Hey, 5 on the 50.
Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Winston here to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an and he lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Winston's pass intercepted.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's